Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from LastStandGamers, and welcome. So today we're taking a look at another beautiful ship from the Steam Workshop. Now this one in front of me here has been created by Ferrari Man, and he's designed himself a vanilla, very functional, heavy cargo hauler. And many of you guys keep asking to see the super functional designs that you can build for yourself, and it will also be useful on your own sort of survival endeavours. So let's actually have a look at the front of the ship here. Now to create a lot of detail, Ferrari Man's actually added some cut down blocks into this section, as well as contrasting the colours. So we've got these sort of browny orangey tanks that look quite rustic, give it a really nice sort of sci-fi feel to it. And you can actually see, if I don't copy and paste the actual item, we've got a little bit of a bridge or catwalk area here, so we can actually view on what's going on outside. Now something to remember, since this is more of a civilian directed ship, the armaments are quite limited. There's just enough armaments on this thing to kind of just deter any lightly armed pirate ship from trying to smuggle or steal any of the supplies that are aboard. So as we come to the top side, you can see we've got the cargo containers. So we've got pairs of two, we've got two pairs of two there, another pair over there, and a pair in the center with the turrets watching over them from above. So that's going to give us a very large cargo capacity. Now on the inside we actually have ourselves the hydrogen tanks. Now these hydrogen tanks, the amount of them are going to double in two ways. Number one, it's going to allow us to travel a long distance throughout space, maybe between outposts or different planets, so it's going to have all the hydrogen that you could possibly want for that. And I also like how he's put these little grates over the covers for the hatches, so it makes it like if someone was coming up and trying to maybe steal some supplies or access one of these hatches, them little covers might protect. So even though if I do spawn my character in here and I access that little hatch, you can see I can still get access to it. Still a very nice detailed point. And the angles have just simply been made by using the angle blocks. There isn't any fancy rotor malarkey going on here, so there won't be any problems in your multiplayer survival. So you can see we've got more cargo containers that have been tucked under into this section, making this cargo capacity absolutely massive. We've got some venting, and that's been created using the blast door block, something we see a lot of. Very nice indeed, as well as some windows so we can observe underneath from these side catwalks. So let's make our way a little bit further down the side of the ship. So a little bit further down we have this docking area. We've got two ports, one on the bottom, one on the side, perfect for a variety of different ships that might have different sort of docking needs. So above here we also have a little turret to fend off anyone trying to land on that pad that isn't supposed to be. And then as we come back here, we've got a little bit more detail in the lower section. We want them cut down sort of murky looking tanks, as well as this section, this glass catwalk that leads into one of the battery bays, and everything's labelled inside so you can find yourself around very easily. We've got ourselves a small turret here, and we've got the combination of iron thrusters and hydrogen thrusters, so we've got a very large power pack allowing us to travel at maximum speed or get up to maximum speed very quickly. And to fend off pirates at the back, we've got ourselves a Gatling turret on either side. Now what I really like about this rear area is just how it slopes up to the actual bridge itself. The bridge is mounted on these mounting points here. You can see the detailing that's gone into that section with the cut down wheels and cut down different segments, as well as a reverse camera that's been tucked into there. And you've also got more hydrogen tanks under there as well. We've got this really cool catwalk that leads around the actual ship itself. So let's attempt to access the bridge. We'll pop inside and just see what we can do. So we'll enter through the airlock on the side. We'll activate our legs, open the hatch up, seal the airlock behind us, automatic in effect, and just look at the atmosphere you get through here. When you're looking down there, we've got all them cargo containers linked up. This is the glass window, so I'm trying to get through that, but it's not going to happen. And there we have caution, low pressure zone ahead, helmet on. So as we come into this section, we're going to enter another airlock. Automatically opens for us, so we're in the low pressure section, so of course we need a helmet on in this section so we can check our supplies, check the refineries. The detailing as well as how everything's been cramped into this particular space is very nice. We've got a little bit of a stair rail on that ladder there, and you can see we can access all the components as well as get ourselves out of the ship if we need to do so. So you can see we can quickly access all the cargo containers, and it just is a very basic but very useful cargo type ship. So let's open up that second door and we'll head ourselves back up to the upper decks, past the med bay, and continue out the airlock. Hang on now, we don't want to go out the airlock just yet. Oh god, it's opened and not let me through. Open, let me back in. There we go. You can see one of the issues with automatic doors. This was the door I was going to go into. So you can see we've got the power bank section here in the center. We've got the status of the batteries, so we're all fully greened, ready to go. And as we continue walking around here, we've got some seating areas, so we can just watch out and have a sandwich and whatnot as you're traveling through space. You see these three really cool catwalks. Just imagine traveling around this ship as you're on a long haul sort of flight. And then we could walk up into this section and enter into the bridge. We've got the cargo container, so you can store any weapons or anything that you need to do before you get on duty in the bridge. We've got the gravity generator, we've got the little turret to fend anyone off, and since this is quite an exposed type cockpit, it's great for docking, driving it into different sections. You can really look around and see the scale of the ship around you. So let's test out the speed of this thing. So we've got quite a slow sort of gyroscopic movements left and right, but it is a heavy cargo hauler. So let's give it some speed and see what our acceleration's like. Very, very good indeed. The only thing that I'm quite interested in seeing is where is the main docking port for this whole ship. For instance, how would I offload or unload them cargo containers? Let's just decrease our speed, see how much. We've got quite a slow stopping speed. Not too good indeed. I'm just maybe I'm just failing to see it, but I'm looking for a connector so I could connect up to a larger dock. Oh, there it is. Right on top, there's a connection point, so we can connect the whole ship up and offload the whole of this. This would power a station or an outpost for pretty much months with the amount of cargo that you could fit aboard this thing. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Check out this awesome ship in the link in the description, and I will see you next time.